And now for the Frenzy, powered by Savannah State University. You can get anywhere from here.
Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome to another Friday night of the Frenzy right here on WJCL. Of course, the Frenzy brought to you by Savannah State University. The temperature's dropping, but the action heating up as teams make their playoff push.
Some huge games tonight all across the Coastal Empire and Low Country, including a top 5 matchup in Class AA as Benedictine welcomed Vidalia to T.A. Wright Stadium. More on that in just a minute, though.
That's right. First up tonight, the Chevy Tailgate Tour rolling into the Low Country tonight as Beaufort played host to Hilton Head. Baden of Beaufort help us do a little tailgating prior to this matchup.
All right, as you said, Baden was out there. They were helping me hand out some free pizza, and Hilton Head and Beaufort going head-to-head in a 3A battle. Eagles, they would drive down the field to start the game. Courtney Piat with the screen pass here to Keaton Butler for the first down. And then on a 4th down, 1 yard from the goal line, Seahawks come up with a huge stop there on the kickoff return. Joanne Mack a few possessions later with a nice run back to get the Eagles down in scoring range once again. Then Jeffrey Tooks with the first down run for Beaufort. And then at the start of the second quarter, it's going to be Tooks on the short touchdown run, makes it 7-0 Eagles. Next possession for the Eagles, Beaufort's Wyatt Sherpensky. He's going to find a hole after a good block there, and then he's gone on a 59-yard touchdown. Beaufort, they go on to win 28-14, the final.
The Chevy Tailgate Tour is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers.
All right, next up, Whale Branch and Academic Magnet. There we go, homecoming there. Stephen Eugene finds a hole, and he's going to get a big pickup before being tripped up here. Just can't keep his feet as he's going down the field. A few plays later, Amaji Stevens looks like a broken play, but he's going to take the ball, and then he's going to fumble the ball. Academic Magnet is going to fall on this one, but just a few plays later, it's going to be Academic Magnet that's going to put this one on the ground. Whale Branch will recover. So that's going to set up Demorje Davis with a big pickup for the Warriors. And then a few plays later, it's going to lead to another touchdown, 63-6. The final in this one.
All right, let's head up to Somerville, South Carolina. Bluffton on the road. They were there taking on Ashley Ridge tonight. Sloppy game here. Bluffton quarterback Alex Davis going to hand off to Cameron Bent. Fumble. Ashley Ridge the recover. Good thing for the Swamp Foxes. That's going to lead to a field goal for them, and Ashley Ridge going to grab the 3-0 lead. More from the Swamp Foxes. Stephen Duncan going to find Matt Linton for the touchdown. Ashley Ridge, they roll over Bluffton tonight, 44-14. The final. All right, let's get back here to the Peach State now, where there was a huge matchup played out at T.A. Wright Stadium tonight.
That's right. Vidalia and Benedictine, 2 teams ranked in the Class AA state rankings.
Winner of this one will get the inside track to that Region 2 AA title. Now, you know it's a big game when big names like former Georgia Southern great Adrian Peterson and members of KISS show up for the game. This one lived up to the billing. Indians going to grab the early lead. Devin Johnson with a short touchdown run with the point after. It was 7-0 Vidalia. After a Benedictine punt, the visitors on the move again. Nathan McBride getting the call. He's got the big pickup off the right side. Couple plays later, Vidalia back into the end zone. The pitch goes to Sean Jones. He's going to race to the outside for the touchdown. 14-0 Vidalia. The Cadets looking to get something going on offense. Stevie Powers, well, he's going to throw out to John Kennedy. He's going to pick up some big yardage. And watch this coming up right here. Spinning off some tackles. Watch this. He ain't down. He's going to take it all the way down to the Vidalia 20-yard line. However, it's all coming back. Illegal chop block by the Cadets. The drive would stall. After a missed Vidalia field goal, the Benedictine offense comes to life. They're going to cap off an 80-yard drive with this Kennedy touchdown, cutting the lead to 14-7. Then the BC defense is going to make a big play early on. They're going to force the fumble, and Jack Muller going to pick up the loose ball, and he's going to take it back into Vidalia territory, and that's going to lead to the tying touchdown by Benedictine. Guess who it is? Mr. Kennedy again with the honors. He's going to weave his way right through traffic into the end zone. It was a 14-14 game. Then late in the first half, Cadets on the move again. Powers with the screen to Chance Jackson. Jackson going to take it all the way down to the Vidalia 1-yard line. Very next play, Powers going to sneak it across the goal line to give BC the 21-14 lead at half, but in the end, it's Vidalia coming to town and picking up the huge win, 35 28 the final. A short drive down the road, you had Jenkins celebrating homecoming. They would lead Savannah 21-0 at the half. Second half, Warriors extending their lead. Chris Brinson at quarterback. He takes the snap, heads one way, nothing there, heads the other way. Going to break a few tackles along the way. He then pulls away. Brinson goes 31 yards for the touchdown with the point after. It was 28-0. The Savannah offense having some troubles. A couple Warriors, well, they're going to team up to bring down the Jackets behind the line of scrimmage here. The Warrior offense going to come back on the field, and the handoff going to go to Arkeen Bird, who's going to fight forward and eventually get into the end zone for another Jenkins touchdown. Warriors roll in this one, 42-0, the final.
All right, Statesboro at Bradwell Institute. Statesboro already up 10-0 in the second half. Tigers with the ball, and the pass going to D'Angelo Smith, who picks up the Yaks for a big gain down the sidelines here. Later, though, Bradwell going to give the ball away with a fumble. Statesboro is going to take over with good field position. Blue Devils with the ball and a screen pass to Jawan Osborne, and he has the nice pickup for the first down. Then it capped it all off. Maholan Williams is going to get the ball, and he gets the call, breaks a few tackles, and he'll be off for the races. Go California Chrome. Statesboro makes it 17-0. The final.
That's right. Statesboro goes on the road, picks up a big win. Just about a mile away, you had First Presbyterian Christian Academy hosting Memorial Day. Blue Thunder with the ball early in this one, and McKinley Habersham going to take this one up the middle, and that's going to put Memorial Day on the doorstep, looking to get into the end zone. Once is good, but twice is night. Delightful, ravishing, and ineffable. Habersham with the score. Memorial Day up 6-0 in this one. But wait, there's more. Screen pass going to go to Irvin Riley, who's going to break. Watch this. He's going to break. He's going to break. He's going to break. Here it is. Riley going to break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 167 tackles before finally being brought down. Then Kewan Tillman, he's going to call his own number, and that number, that's going to lead to 6. The touchdown, number 1, getting in for Memorial Day. Another score, all Blue Thunder in this one. 60-12 the final over FPCA. All right, now down in Richmond Hill, the Wildcats squaring off against South Effingham this evening.
Our own Chelsea McDonald was there and has a recap.
Hey, Frank and Stephanie. Coming into the game, Richmond Hill's athletic director said the biggest thing the 2 and 4 Wildcats need to work on is execution and making big plays as they take on the Mustangs. In the first, 7-0 South Effingham, but the Wildcats are on the prowl. James McQuinn gets some big yardage, but the Mustangs defense putting in some work with the quarterback sack. That'll set up Tyler Pullum, who has all day to fire one to Taylor Donovan. 8 minutes left, 3rd and long, the screen pass to Patrick Brown, and he takes care of business. He's the man, he's the man, he's the man. 4th and 9, and the Mustangs are going for it, but Richmond Hill looking for revenge. Taylor Milbrat scoops it up, but it'll be to no avail. A big mistake here. Ball's loose and everyone's diving for it, and South Effingham recovers. And minutes left in the half. Pullum rolls to his right, shows off his arm to find Jake Elliott. The Mustangs go on to win this one, 15-14 the final.
All right, thanks, Chelsea. Time to take a quick break, but still plenty more to come here on The Frenzy.
That's right. After their tough single-A matchup last week, Calvary Day and Savannah Christian resume region play tonight. Highlights from both those games and much more when The Frenzy continues. Stick around.
Powered by Savannah State University.
Last Friday, Calvary Day and Savannah Christian played an all-out slugfest, with the Cavs picking up a 7-3 win over their rival, the Raiders.
Very defensive, and I can tell you one thing, Calvary with a little bit more offense tonight as they hit the road for Portal. The Raiders going on out there. We're going to get to Savannah Christian in a minute. Of course, they lost, looking to bounce back. But first of that Calvary Day, like I said, a lot of points tonight out in Portal. It was homecoming for the Pan. Look at the Aubreys. The Aubreys for homecoming. That's a good-looking couple right there. All right, here you go. Cavs threatening Salvador Calderon. Going to be picked off by Malik Williams in the end zone. Portal with a good defensive play there. Panthers trying to get something happening on offense. Tyler Budget going to hit Trent Thomas, who's going to pick up 30 yards down into Calvary territory. But a few plays later, Budget well, he's going to give the ball to Calvary. He's going to be picked off by Rich Papa, and Calvary's defense going to come up with a big play there. Okay, from there, a heap and helping of Robert Hayward. He's going to go around the far side to start the scoring. Calvary on top 7-0. To the second quarter we go, and it's Hayward again getting the call. This time he's going to go 12 yards for the touchdown. Actually, he's going to go 2 yards for the touchdown there. It's 14-0. Now we got a 12-yard touchdown coming up from Mr. Calderon as he's going to keep it himself and go in. It was 21-0 Calvary Day. At that point, they continue to pour it on in this one. Back to Hayward. His third touchdown of the night. That's going to make it, that's a lot to a little. It was 28-0 at that point. Calvary rolls over Portal. 49-0 the final.
All right, Jenkins County taking on Savannah Christian, their homecoming. We're going to start things off with the quarterback, as always, Joshua Chambly. Just enough time here to pitch to Jack Bush, and he'll thump his way into the end zone to give Savannah Christian a 21-6 lead. After recovering the onside kick, Wade Benton here with a long run, and that's going to help set up, of course, another touchdown. This time, A.J. Davis with the honors. And make it 28-6 after a Jenkins County fumble. It's going to be Logan Tober with the kick here. It's going to be 31-6 before the half after the field goal. First play after halftime, P.J. Green's going to scoop it up and score to help Savannah Christian blow out Jenkins County at homecoming 52-6. The final in that one.
So after those two teams struggled to put points on the board last week against each other, both have no problem.
They had a scoring fest.
Exactly.
Instead of a slugfest, they had a scoring fest.
Tonight they combined for nearly 100 points. All right, time to get the third member of our team in here, Dave Williams, spending the night over in Claxton and Brooklyn.
That's right, guys. We'll get to Southeast Bullock hosting Johnson in a second. First stop, though, the Pecan Grove, where Claxton welcome in Savannah Country Day. And if you like points in this one, this was your game. Each team, in fact, started out of the gate fast. The Hornets, in fact, would use their passing game to set up their first score. Hunter Hadley rolls out and hits Jonathan Palmer inside the 5-yard line. But it was their running game that finished things off. Yakavian Lee makes a trip to the payoff pasture, 7-0 in favor of the Hornets. It didn't take Claxton long to respond. In fact, on the first play from scrimmage, Zach Grant breaks through and he's off to the happy hunting ground. 80 yards in all, and just like that, we're tied at 7 apiece as the fans were definitely getting their money's worth tonight in Claxton. The Hornets, though, get it going again in the second quarter. Hunter Hadley to Colton Lichtenberg, and he does more than just kick. He can catch. Watch the spin move here. He appears headed to the end zone, but they say he stepped out of bounds at the 19-yard line. No worries, though, for the Hornets, though. They punch it in a few plays later. Yakavian Lee doing the honors again. 14-7 Savannah Country Day. Claxton, though, would win a thriller. 36-30 is your final. Meanwhile, over in Brooklyn, it's Southeast Bullock hosting Johnson, and Southeast Bullock led this one 10-6 in the fourth quarter and looked like they would put it on ice. Chase Walker breaks free, and he's got plenty of real estate ahead of him, and he's touchdown bound. That's 84 yards, 17-6 Yellow Jackets at this point. But Johnson, well, they have a big play of their own on its next possession. Quarterback Raquan Green, the short pass to Darius Miller, and then check out him going to work here. Not so much that way, so he cuts back the other direction, and he will be headed to the payoff pasture. This is a 74-yard play. The two-pointer no good at this point, 17-12 SEB. Each team would add another score, and Southeast Bullock wins 24-18 is your final. So Southeast Bullock trying to make a bid for the playoffs there. That was a pretty good win for them tonight against a pretty decent Johnston team.
That's right. Thanks so much, Dave. Can't stop, won't stop. More highlights to get to right now. Thursday night, Mike Martin and the Groves Rebels were at home hosting Long County, and well, he would watch his offense go to work in the first quarter. Sabari Davis throwing to Quivy Smith, who makes the catch and proceeds to move the ball into Long County territory. Add 15 more yards for that late hit. Moments later on fourth down, Rebels going to go for it. Devin Nixon going to get the needed yards and then some. Touchdown right there with the point after. It was 7-0 Groves. The Blue Tide offense having some trouble getting going. The Groves defense may have had something to do with it. Cameron Hickson and company with the sack here in the second quarter. Groves adding to their lead. Nixon again with the honors. He's going to go into the end zone from 12 yards out. It was 14-0 Rebels. But just before the half, Long County would make a big play. Brenson Scott at quarterback. He's going to roll out and he's going to throw deep for Stephon Ederle, who's going to make the catch. And as you can tell by the Grove sidelines, they're very depleted right now because that's going to go for a long touchdown. It was 14-7 at the half. However, Groves would go on to get the win in this one, 36-20.
Hilton Head Prep taking on St. Andrews. Fans dressed up beach theme, I want to say. I'd say beach theme. St. Andrews, Jeremiah Epperly with the quarterback sack here. And then here is Brennan McKell with a catch and run, and he's going to go all the way inside the St. Andrews 5-yard line, and that's going to set up Gavin Hurlbat, I think, for the touchdown run. Hilton Head Prep up 7-0. Next possession for St. Andrews. They will fumble the handoff, and it's recovered by Archer Brooks for Hilton Head Prep. Prep goes on to win this one 20-0 over St. Andrews.
There you go, a busy Friday night of high school football. We got another big Saturday coming up for college football. We're going to talk about that coming up after the break.
Absolutely. We'll get you set for another Sunday at Gridiron Live and a lot more on the flip side of this break. Stick around.